Is it still a benefit, though, to have the borders open to the rest of the country?
Definitely. We're still open, obviously, to Queensland and South Australia. And although open to WA, they'll have troubles getting back into the state after visiting. But those numbers alone will boost our tourism visitation numbers considerably. At the moment, we're solely reliant on Territorians getting out and about, which they've done a great job of. But obviously, with our lower population base, we really need those interstate visitors to really help our tourism businesses make some money in what's left of the peak season, the better months.
Do you know how much of a hit the tourism industry in the NT has taken?
Yeah, it's a considerable hit. As I said, our low population base means we're heavily reliant on interstate visitation as well as international. So when you take those two out of the consideration, when there's 1 in 8 jobs reliant on tourism, of course, those interstate numbers are vital to make sure that we're profitable.
Do you know how much the financial hit has been?
Not at the moment. It's obviously incurring daily decreases year on year, but we're talking way down on where we were last year. But of course, the measures are only judged every quarter. So right now, the next quarter is looking quite dismal compared to last year's quarter of the same time frame.
What has the response been like so far with the borders starting to open up to some parts of the country?
They've been good. Obviously, the drive market, the grey nomad market, was one of the first to cross over the borders. They were queuing up, waiting to get in the moment the borders opened. So that's really good to hear. Our caravan and campsites are doing much better now, even though they had some visitation through the school holidays from locals. We really needed those grey nomads to come back. They disperse well, they spend a long time here, and they thoroughly enjoy everything we have to offer. We're now hoping that, obviously, those more younger drive markets will come in, as well as those fly drive, to really fly in and then drive and disperse around the region while the weather's tremendous, but also while we've still got low numbers. So you can enjoy those bucket list areas, really, with so many low numbers. You'll never be able to replicate that again.
So now's your moment to shine, to really sell us. What's the best that the NT has to offer?
We're, of course, one of those global destinations where people travel all over the world to experience anyway. So it's really a boon for locals, for Australians, to have, the NT to themselves. Luckily, the Territorians have had that for a little while, but now the rest of Australia can experience those, bucket list items of Kings Canyon, Uluru, of course, Kakadu. We've got Litchfield, which is a lesser known but more popular area for the locals. Of course, you've got Katherine, which is Nitmaluk National Park and the Gorge, and Darwin itself and Alice, the two really big population bases, but the towns themselves have character which most people completely underestimate. And then you've got Katherine and Tennant Creek, which service the drive markets quite a lot. Then if you really want to get out there, what about Tiwi or Arnhem Land? Those are some of the places that people really dream about, but you can easily get to them, and especially this time of year when the weather's so good.
Yes, the weather's a really, really big attraction at this point in the middle of winter in Sydney. So I guess for people who are considering a holiday to the NT, is it a cheap time to go? Do you think that because the tourism industry has struggled so much, they're actually putting up their prices to make it profitable for them? Or do you think that they're just trying to get as many people through the door and they're dropping prices?
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever come at this time of year at any other point of time and find the prices as cheap. Now, obviously, the businesses still need to make money, but they're not going to try and profiteer off the visitors they do have. They're going to be competitive. They're going to lower their prices to what's affordable, but also what can keep their businesses alive. But this time of year, you'll never get those prices as low as they are right now. So, yeah, I'd bite their hand off trying to get in and trying to experience the territory at this time of year if I were you.
How much do you guys need this for the economy right now, for these borders to be open?
Oh, without doubt. It's, like I said, 1 in 8 jobs are reliant on tourism in the territory. We really need visitors. We really welcome visitors. We want visitors here. It's part of our DNA to welcome people and to have people around. So the whole economy, but also, just for the lifestyle we enjoy, getting those visitors here, having them experience the events and having that buzz, that atmosphere that they bring with them. I mean, we've got our events starting next month with the V8 supercars. They're coming in for 2 weeks in early August for 2 events. Then in September, we've got our cultural event, which is Pajma. We've also got Red Centre Nats. So those events need those visitors to create that vibrancy, to create that excitement and energy you get.